Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we got a bit of a different episode for you. With all the cold weather and everything we've had, it's been tough to get out, but we've been making it work. But you know, it's hard to film in minus 35. And now here in central Alberta, we've got above zero temperatures, and it is just making an absolute mess of everything. We've got floodwater, slush we're dealing with. It's not really been a great ice fishing season, if you know what I mean. So anyway, today I decided I'm gonna go rent myself an ice shack here on Lac Ste in Alberta Beach with Alberta Beach Adventures. I'm gonna be in the original shack. I got all to myself, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. But let's get out there, let's catch some fish, and let's have a great day. We'll see you in the shack. Well, made it into the shack. Got everything all set up here. Pretty spiffy little unit they got going on here, you know. Got pretty much everything you could need in here. As soon as I got in here, I had to take my hoodie and jacket off because it is cooking in here with this wood stove. And they just got it going before I showed up, so that's good. It's a lot shallower here than I was expecting. It's only about 8 feet or so, give or take. The guy in the shack over, I guess, has just been hammering walleye and pike, and he's no more than 50 yards away from me, so that's got to be a good sign. Hopefully we'll catch some fish today. But I got my underwater camera set up here. There's a hole on that side that tripod set in. And then I also got my Garmin Striker 4 set up. There's 3 holes on this side, so I have a rod in the outside holes and then the striker on the inside. So just getting comfy here, sitting around, waiting for the fish to show up. Okay guys, I had an audio failure on this video clip here, so I just want to do a quick voiceover to show you around this shack that Alberta Beach Adventures has. So when you first step inside here, right off the bat, you get 3 fishing holes on the right side, and then you have a 4th one over here on the left. I have my camera in there right now. It's a nice rock bottom, big boulders, great spot for walleye typically. Over here in the corner you have this massive wood stove. It kept this shack so warm all day. And then up top here you'll see a couple amenities. You got a fan, floodlight, a little bit of tackle if you need, some coloring, what have you, for the kids, a little bit of kitchen accessories, pots, pans, all that stuff. You got 1 free crate of wood with your rental, you know, miscellaneous shelves and what have you over here. Up top, you get a bunk that folds down, and then the bottom, the table folds into another bunk, so this is going to accommodate 2 adults, no problem. But I really enjoyed it in here. Great little shack. You got lighting inside, that's a solar light. Rod holders on the wall. If you notice, there's also 110 plugs. You can hook your generator up and plug anything in, so works out really well. You can be quite comfortable in this little shack. Today I was using the garlic scented split tails from Hooked Up Fishing Gear in Spruce Grove. Paired it onto one of these HCL, high caliber lure jig heads. I believe these are 3/8 ounce. And if you like this little glove box I have, I got it from Scuba Steve's Tackle and Gear. My new favorite way to store my jig heads. I don't think I'll ever go back to anything else. So anyway, just wanted to show you around the shack a little bit here. And I'm gonna get back to fishing. been pretty slow here. Been here, what? Fishing for just over an hour, I'd say, and I haven't seen anything. I haven't marked anything, but like I was saying, it's super shallow here. And I'm looking down this hole, and I already seen a bunch of bait from previous people fishing here. But I can also see a bell down there, and I think a jig head and what have you. Well, I always have my fishing magnet in my truck, so I'm gonna drop that down, and we're gonna see if we can recover this bell and stuff for these guys. And if we can, I'm just gonna throw it in the tackle box that they have supplied here. Look at that. Fell right on top of it. There we go. We got a bell. First catch of the day. Let's put him on the measuring board. So whopping, 2 3/4 of an inch. That's a keeper. We'll put him up in the tackle box for these guys. So that's one. But I'm pretty sure there's a jig head down there too. See if we can get it. I think we got it. Oh. Never mind, it was a battery. I'm super happy to get that out of the lake. A battery and a worm. Battery and a worm. Yeah. Well, they got a garbage in here, so we'll just throw that in the garbage. And I think that's another battery down there. Swing. The pendulum effect. It's not quite like in the summer where you just toss it and drag it. I think those are all just minnows. Yeah, that's clean there that time. I'm gonna pull the Garmin up and we're gonna plop the magnet down those holes and see if we can pick some more garbage out of here. Oh, we got a good one. Look at that. And a nice rip and wrap with a minnow still on it. We might have to try and catch something on that later. Oh, and it's even a rattler. This is exactly what I wanted to use today and I forgot mine at home, so that's a bonus. What else down in this hole? Another bell. That's too funny. We'll add that to their tackle box as well. Okay, last hole. What can we pull out of this one? Looks like there's some stuff down there. Yep. Felt something click on to the magnet already. Let's pull it up and see what we got. And we got a bottle cap and a magnet. They got a nice whiteboard in here. Oh, look at that. That's where the magnet's from. Someone drinking Corona. Not my favorite beer, but hey, to each their own. That was pretty fun. We got 2 bells, a rip and wrap, a battery, bottle cap, and a magnet. First time I've ever caught a magnet with the magnet, so that was kind of cool. You know, it's not always about just fishing. Sometimes you gotta find other things like this to kill your time when the fishing's slow. So Hey man, if you guys don't have fishing magnets, I highly suggest investing in them. They are super fun. I've thrown them off bridges in any random spot, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get something. Even if it's just scrap metal, you're gonna get something. Always great to have them to recover stuff. If you drop something down there, you can get your stuff back. Not only that, we're keeping our lakes clean. I mean, I just pulled a battery out of there. That's the last, I mean, it's a AAA battery, but still, battery in its own. You don't want those in your lake. It's gonna contaminate the lakes. So go get yourself a fishing magnet. They're fun, they keep the lakes clean, just all around great to have. Anyway, let's get some lines back down there and hopefully we find some fish. I finally got a fish on the camera here. Big pike. Well, maybe not big, but come for it. Got him. Right on. Oh, he spit it. Okay, put it back down there, Kyle. He might still be there. He came in hot. As soon as he noticed that thing, he smoked it. I'm using the lure, the ripping wrap that I caught on the magnet too. 12:30 now, so I'm gonna get some lunch. There's a couple of restaurants here in Alberta Beach that do deliver right out to the shacks. But there's one restaurant in particular in Alberta Beach. It's called Jeddy's Bar and Grill. It's right at the hotel. They're my favorite personally. They got the best food in my opinion. So I don't mind driving 2 minutes. I can see Jeddy's out the window of the shack. I drive 2 minutes and go get my lunch. And then I'll be back with some nice hot food. Okay, lunch is picked up. We're back in the shack here. We got our lines back in. Fire up the Garmin too, just because. Camera's back on. We got the rattle bait down. We got hooked up fishing's garlic, stinky split tail back down there. But I'm hungry, so let's see what this looked like. I got the clubhouse. Oh my goodness. I am gonna wreck this sandwich. And then an entire thing of fries and gravy. Yep. Well, it has been a minute. Just seen a pike's nose on the edge of my camera screen. Oh man, this has been a tough day. But we came out, we enjoyed the shack. I don't really have any complaints. I do like catching fish, but it is what it is. Nice comfy shack, so I don't think he's coming back. Well guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me today. Unfortunately, we had no fish in the shack. That's why they call it fishing, not catching. Anyway, I had a great time in this little shack. I highly recommend coming to Lac Ste and checking out Alberta Beach Adventures. I'd like to thank you guys, Lori and Adam, very much for having me out here. I'll probably be back on a better fishing day, maybe with some friends, so I don't get so lonely in there. So, anyway, see you guys on the next lake.